Hi, everyone. I'm Jane Applegath, and welcome to the Epic Vision Zone. Our goal with this show and company is to bring you trailblazing women from around the globe to share their ideas, knowledge, resources, and inspiration to help you transform your dreams into epic success. Our epic female entrepreneur today is Lea Woodford, a top keynote speaker and CEO and founder of the SmartFem Media Group, a full-service digital marketing and advertising company. As a leader driving innovation and change in business marketing and customer service, Lea created SmartFem by putting to work her years of experience as a publicist, columnist, and a radio and television personality. Known as the Connector, she is dedicated to helping women raise their visibility, expand their influence, and magnify their connections. Lea is here today to tell us about a very exciting upcoming Rocky Mountain Magazine funnel retreat produced by SmartFem that focuses on her innovative magazine marketing funnel approach that will have you star in and create your very own magazine. Plus, you will learn how to use this incredible asset as your greatest marketing funnel to ignite your authority, your influence, and email list faster and easier than ever before. Welcome, Lea.
Hi, Jane. Thanks for having me today.
Thank you for being here. I am so excited about this retreat and what it offers individuals. I love that you're getting entrepreneurs to think bigger and bolder about their businesses. Your magazine funnel is an example of that. So tell our audience about the concept and how it works.
Well, I have been I've been in publishing for years. I wrote for 4 columns and I was a TV correspondent, and oftentimes I would write an article and they would bring me in to talk about them. So publishing has been around for a long time, but with technology, the price of print has come down significantly. And I don't know about you, but I think people are just really tired of all digital. I don't know about you, but when it comes to a book or a magazine, I want the real thing. I want to touch it, smell it, highlight it, dog ear it. I want the tangibles, and I think most people do too.
Yes, I agree. I prefer the hard copy, but also with a magazine, I love the glossy and I love the photographs. And I'm just like you. I love to share it. I'll take it with me to meet a friend for coffee, and I'll say, look, you have to see this, you have to read this. It's fabulous for that. Tell us how creating your own magazine will help an entrepreneur find their voice.
Well, it's funny because when my coach says, oh, you need to create a lead generator, it's like, I already have a book. Why? And it's just because I think people are tired of books and ebooks and that quiz. I think they're looking for something tangible. And to be honest with you, I love the fact that I can take a few printed copies with me when I'm speaking at a conference and just ask everybody to grab their phone, and then I'll just have them type in smartfemnetwork.com/magazine, and they get to sign up for my free subscription to the magazine. I don't email them about anything else but the magazine, but it's a great lead generator. And I think we're all looking for that little tool. We know that we have to build our database, but the trick is getting harder and getting people to give you their real email, not the fake email that we all have for the free stuff that we want.
Right, absolutely. And how it helps individuals find their voice, because the featured article is on the individual who has actually produced the magazine, which I think is fabulous. It's so brilliant. I mean, it gives you credibility right away to see you on the cover of a real magazine. Will creating your own magazine help you grow your business? Now, you touched a little bit on that. So maybe explain how that vehicle works when you use that. You said you bring it, you drop it off if you're doing a speaking engagement. How else can we use the magazine to help us increase our exposure?
I leverage the magazine all the time. I will take the magazine with me and bring it, actually usually send it with a wow box and a letter to the event planner saying, here's who I am, because I know they're going to get pelted with emails. But let's face it, especially after being in lockdown for so long, and we're excited when the Amazon guy comes. So I send a wow box that has a copy of the current issue of my magazine and a personalized letter, and then a signed copy of my book and some swag, so that I make it to the top of the pile. And I got to tell you, Jane, every time I've done it, it's worked out every time. I've gotten booked every time.
That's incredible. So in your case, because you are a top speaker, a top presenter, you're using it to open the door, so to speak, to be a presenter at an event,
Mm-hmm.
correct? That's the way you're
I,
utilizing it. Go ahead.
that's one way that I utilize it. Another way that I utilize it is I have advertisers. I have people that advertise in the magazine. I
Mm,
have advertorials, but it's also I have my own events. So it allows me to really take sponsorships to another level. No longer is it just a booth and outside the room. Now they get advertising in the magazine ahead of time, in addition to 5-10 minutes on the stage and a booth outside the room. It allows me to do more for the sponsors, so that it's a win-win scenario for them.
right. And you also feature other individuals in the magazine, correct?
I do. I have a lot of strategic partners. We fish from the same pond, meaning we have the same target demographic, but we don't do the same things. So they're going to promote the magazine because they're in it.
Right.
And yeah, it's just a win-win. And I think a lot of people, and I was guilty of this too as a new entrepreneur years ago, was we think that we have to do it all ourselves. But the more diverse your magazine is, the greater the content is, the more people are going to read it, but the more success you're going to have when it comes to finding clients. I don't think anybody wants to read a magazine just about me.
Hmm.
you know, um, I like to highlight the people that I'm working with and new things that I know is definitely going to help my clients.
Absolutely. So it becomes a resource. It's not just a magazine that features you, yourself, and I. It's a
Mhm.
resource that provides information, just like I said at the beginning, resources, knowledge for those individuals that are in your tribe or in those other individuals who are actually featured in the magazine. So it becomes
Mhm.
sort of your it's not really a summit per se, but it is the same concept in that you're inviting other individuals in to participate in the magazine. I love it. I love it. And it's not just for speakers, correct? It's for any type of entrepreneur.
It's so funny, Jane. Since I started this concept, I mean, I've created all kinds of magazines. I mean, we're on the third edition for International Retail Group.
Mm,
IRG's magazine, they started a magazine in the middle of a pandemic. While most retail chains are closing and sometimes permanently closing, not only did it propel them forward, but they've, I mean, by about 440% are the latest statistics they gave me. And in addition to that, they're in their third issue.
mm.
Now they've actually got a celebrity on their cover. Jane Seymour,
Oh,
who's not only an actress, but she is a heck of an entrepreneur. She's the cover, and I got to tag along with her for that photo shoot, and we made it into a TV interview. I brought Paul, my hubby, who is also a great videographer, and I got an on-camera interview with Jane Seymour, which wouldn't have happened if I hadn't been creating this magazine for my client.
wow. So you never know. I mean, this is the potential and it's so innovative, Leah. I mean, I don't know of anyone else who's doing it. And that's why I was so excited to share the retreat. So we'll get right into that because Leah, this is a brand new venue for you. Is it not?
Yes,
The retreat.
it
So I'm just going to
it
open it up
is.
and tell our audience what the retreat is all about because I am personally very excited about it.
I am too. I went to a retreat. The last in-person retreat that I went to was in November of 2019. And it was in Nashville and it was absolutely gorgeous. But the one problem that I had with it was there was no real substance. It was like I could
Mhm.
have gone with girlfriends and had a great weekend and spent a lot less money. For $5,000, I think that you have to create something that tangible that people can walk away with. But the one thing that it did give me is like, wow, I know what I want to do. I want to do a mountainside retreat. When it's hot in Arizona, I want to be in Colorado. And my two target demographics are health and wellness and then luxury branding. So for health and wellness experts, I thought, what about a Colorado retreat house? And I really just love that concept. And we found one in Crystal Park, which is Manitou Springs, right outside of Colorado Springs. But it was just beautiful. It's 4 bedrooms in a gated
Mm.
community on top of a mountain. So there's hiking. There's a lake right down the hill from our house. There's so much to do. And Manitou Springs is a historical city.
Mm.
Um, Abraham Lincoln's personal secretary actually ended up buying part of the mountain and a lot of historical significance, but Manitou Springs is known for its water. So I
Mm.
just thought, what a great place, and bring one of my celebrity photographers up there. That's one of the biggest issues I see with people is they don't have the right photography. And I thought, well, let's just take the guessing game out of the magazines. Let's have a 4-day retreat. They're going to learn everything about how to create their own magazine, how to monetize that magazine, how to leverage that magazine, and how to take their business to the next level. I wanted them to be able to not only create leads, but also create revenue.
Wonderful. And so when you go to this retreat, my impression was that you will walk away with all the tools that you need to make your magazine, but not only that, with the photographs, correct? For your
Correct. You're going
spread.
to get the complete infrastructure of the magazine, and the person attending, all they have to do, we're going to do the branding for them. We're going to create the name of the magazine, the tagline, the welcome letter, the bio.
Mm.
That'll all be created there. Then they have the opportunity to create 5 articles. That's all you need, a minimum of 5, 800 to 1,000 words. That should be easy peasy. And then you'll have the infrastructure of the magazine. And once you send us the articles, we'll attach the photos, and sometimes they're stock photos depending on what they're
Right.
talking about, and it'll go out to layout and it will be beautiful. And then they can print as many copies as they want to, and of course it'll go up digitally as well. It'll be hosted
I was
digitally, kind of like a flipping magazine.
right. I was going to ask that because, yeah, that to me is worth every penny because, like you said, you're not just going to retreat to relax and get a little bit of knowledge here and there. This is where you go and actually come back with a product where you're able to utilize it for your business. It's an asset for your business and it's a lead generation. And I think it's exciting because you'll be able to be there amongst the people. And when you say luxury branding, just maybe tap into that a little bit because you touched on the branding part, but give us a little idea of what that entails.
Well, branding is basically kind of getting the vibe for the magazine. It's, what kind of font are we going to use? What kind of, what's the name of the
Mm.
magazine? What's the tagline? What's the brand? Who's your target demographic? Who are you? Who do you serve? And what problem do you solve? Because we want to address all those things in the magazine so that it is targeted specifically for the attendees' target demographic.
Great. So I personally, I feel that there's going to be so much great energy that you're all going to feed off each other, which I think is so much more fun than creating it on your own, because this will generate not only, a great product, but I think they'll all have fun doing it while you're learning and in a great environment,
Well, and there's
right?
a lot of people don't know the nuances of publishing. I mean, like I
Yeah.
said, it's changed over the years. It's much more cost effective than it used to be. But I mean, the the quality of the paper, the photographs. How do you take a photograph for a cover? I mean, we address all those things for them. So, and we do it for them so they have a template. And then if they want us to recreate and we recreate their future editions for a much lower cost because we've already created their branding template. So we don't need to charge that higher layout fee because we already know the brands.
Oh my
And
gosh,
you
yeah.
so they can keep it going. But what's really exciting is it opens doors. I mean, I was so excited for my client who just interviewed Jane Seymour, but I've been able to have Jack Canfield on my cover. I've
Mm,
had Alice Cooper and Johnny Depp on the covers of some of my magazines. I've even created Erin Brockovich is another one, but I've
mm,
also created an in-flight magazine for my husband's jet charter company. And the reason we did that was because there are travel and luxury magazines, but they're advertising his competitors in the magazine,
mm,
and they wanted to control the narrative in the
right,
in the planes, the content, because you're in a flying tube and you're kind of held hostage. So the
right.
magazines need to be beautiful, and they've got to pertain to celebrity. We only fly celebrities, athletes, and CEOs, so we needed great content that fit those demographics. And we just decided, okay, we're going to do our own magazine
Why
to do
not,
that.
right? But see, therein lies the sky is the limit. Well, the pun intended, I guess, because you're dealing with the airplane. But really, if you take this asset and then you start to put your imagination to where you can place it, where the where the different avenues are that you can use it, you you have a magazine that, like you say, starts out with maybe you on the cover, but eventually you start to attract more and more individuals who want to be, hey, I'd love to be featured on your magazine. And it builds that credibility, it builds that authority, and you start connecting with people you never would have before. Like you said, like Jane Seymour. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. So the details, I know I just contacted Leah the other day when I saw she was talking about this, and we've jumped on this really fast. So will there be a link, or do you have that information? Just give us a little insight as
I
to where
do.
people can find out. Okay.
I do. If they go to smartfemnetwork.com/retreat, we've got the link up already. It's ready to go. We're very excited. It's July 22nd through the 25th, so it's a 4-day full intensive. But there's going to be hiking, there's going to be crafts, but more importantly, you're going to learn branding. You're going to learn how to build your own retreat. That's one of the
Mm,
bonuses. And then my good friend, Erin Lohman Jack, who is the queen of monetization, she's actually going to teach people how to monetize at their own retreats. So yes, you're going to learn everything about magazines, but we've thrown in some major bonuses as well. And then my good friend, Brianna Gunn, she is a copywriting expert. She'll be
mm.
talking about how to create a magazine funnel and how to keep it going and going and going, and how to leverage the magazine through your emails, and how to stay top of mind with your target demographic.
This is incredible deal. I mean, that you've just added those bonuses, and oh my gosh, they could be a retreat on their own. Just absolutely. And you've got your photographer. So you're going to walk away with
I
some
do.
fabulous photos. Oh my gosh. I mean, that alone costs, if you get it done separately and you've got a great setting. Well, we will have that information for everyone in the summit directory as well. So don't hesitate to go and find Leah's picture and her bio, and you'll find the link there. Now, this is limited to a number of the people that are attending. It's limited, correct, Leah?
Yeah, we're only doing this for 10 people. We want to make
Okay.
this really personal. They're going to have healthy catered meals, breakfast and
Mm,
lunch daily. We're going to have an amazing wrap party, but they're really going to create some long-lasting, deep relationships. So I love doing events, and big events are fun, but small events allow you to do a deeper dive and I feel like you make lifelong friendships this way. So I just am very excited because I get to really spend more time with people one on one with when I limit it to 10 people, and I'm inviting them into our new mountainside home.
Great.
So it's a very personal experience, which I'm very excited about because um, we put a lot of work into it and remodeled it, and it's so beautiful.
Mm,
But the property is just amazing. It's just amazing, and we've got amazing hikes planned and just fun activities, networking stuff, but really a deeper dive. And
yeah.
really, it's all about success for them. I want them to have the best possible magazine, and I want it to be an amazing experience. And this is the only way I know how. There's social proof. We've been doing it for a long time now, but they're walking away with something tangible, and it's at an affordable price too. I didn't want
Yes.
somebody to have to miss out because they
Hmm.
didn't have the funds, and it's not a $10,000 mastermind. This is $37.95. I mean, it's affordable.
Wow. That is incredible. Oh my gosh. There is so much value in this. If you're interested, do not hesitate because, as Lea said, it's very limited. It's going to be very personal, and you're walking away with not only knowledge but an asset. This is beyond generous, really, Lea. That is incredible. I have to tell you. So I am urging all of you, if you have any inclination, there's no time to think twice. This is your time to invest in you. Absolutely, and this will be one of the best investments that you can make. I have one last question, Lea, for you because we're here on the
Sure.
Epic Vision Zone. If your life were an epic story, what would the title be?
That's a really good question. I think really what that would be is all in, no nets.
Oh, I love that. All in, no nets. I love it. I could just see you flying on the cover. That's great. I love it. So be sure to go to Lea's bio page on the summit directory where you'll find the links to that incredible summit and all the other information to get in touch with Lea. And thank you once again for joining us here, Lea. This is a special announcement, and I'm so honored to be one of the people to let everyone know that this is available. And be sure to check out my Instagram page at Jane Applegath and check out how you can become an epic entrepreneur at janeapplegath.com. This is the Epic Vision Zone, transforming your dream into epic success. Congratulations for signing up for the Female Entrepreneur Revolution. We're bringing you some of the most exciting female entrepreneurs from around the globe to share with you their knowledge, their ideas, their inspiration, and more importantly, their resources to elevate you to prosperity and freedom. And by being here, you're on the cusp of something great, your epic future. I'm Jane Applegath, founder of the Epic Vision Zone and producer of the Female Entrepreneur Revolution. Be sure to get your VIP pass and join me after the summit on June 16th for a very special VIP coaching session where we'll have hot seating, summit Q&A, and a special guest appearance by one of our speakers just for you, where we'll ignite your vision, up-level your confidence, and set you on the path to your dreams' epic success. This is your opportunity calling. It's time to take action. Get your VIP pass now. I can't wait to see you on the other side.